Okay, so a shop provides five types of discount: 10% off, 20% off, 30% off, 40% off, 50% off to customer in promotion event. The following table shows the numbers of customer receiving discount during the promotion event. Now, we have the following discounts and the cumulative number of customers for each of the discounts then. Now, let's go find it out here, the first question. So, estimate the probability of generating each type of discount during the promotion event. So, let's try to solve out for the A now. Now, A, here is we're going to, yeah, so what's, oh, oh, okay. We're going to find out the estimate down here for each of the following. Wait, still. What's wrong with my notes? Okay, so first to find it out then, here, let's go try to analyze and each of the following discounts per event. So the first one we have is the 10% is 17. Now second one is 13. So let's each of here we have the following. So let's go in and there are five of them. Okay, so let's get a total for each of them here. So we have, since this one is a total about, we can see out here as for the 50% and we have the 56. So let's try to see out the frequency of each of the following discounts. First, we have for A, we're going to have for the step one. So step one, let's go have for the following steps, in which we have the 10%. Remember, the 10% of is 17, right? Okay, wait, write down the number. 10% of is 17. Now, it goes to, is 17. Now, so 20% then of as also is 31. So we're going to 31 minus 17 as for the, so for each of them, that's going to be equals to 14. Now, next one, we have the 30, let's look again, 30% of, that's going to be have 41 minus 31. It's equals to about 10 then. Now for the 40% of, we have the 48, oh no, yeah, 48 minus 41 then. That's only about 7. And for the last one, for the 50% of, of, we have there as 56 minus 48, that goes to 8 then. Now, since we have the following numbers, so the numbers of the customer events is cumulatively in the value in which is 56. So we find the individual frequency by subtracting the previous cumulative to the total and the current one. So we have the 17, 14, 10, 7, and 8 then. Now, let's go try, since we're able to find out here, let's calculate with an experimental probability then, okay? To get it out here, let's go to try to solve it out here. So for the first one, we have the 10% off then. Okay, so that is 17. Now, since probability of for that one, as the total, we have for the estimated fraction, we that is going to be 17, yeah, 17 over 56, in which we have the answers about 0.304. Okay, so that's our answer then. Now, for the estimated decimal probability for that one. Now, since we're going to find out each of the type of during the promotion. Now, next one, wait. Okay, now after that, let's go find out here what we have for the 20%. Now, for the 20%, that's right, 20% off, we have about 4 is equals to 14. Now, try to remember, we have 14, that's going to be 14, 14 out of 56, that is equals to 0.250. Okay, so that's a 2%. Now, next one, we have the 10. Okay, so for the 30%. Now, for the 30%, we have of equals to 10, then 10 divided by 56 is equals to 5 over 28, in which we can also equals to 0.7179. Yeah, 179. Now, next one for the 40%, 40% off. Now, so for now in the 40%, we have 7. Now, 7, no, 7 divided by 56, that's going to be equals to 1 out of 8. And also equals to 0.128 then. And for the last one, we can see out the figure then here, we have the 8. Now for the 8, we have for the 50% off. Now for the 50% off, that's 8. Then now 8 divided by 56, that's going to be about 1 out 7, or equals to 0.143 there. Okay, so those are the numbers that we have for the A. Now this one, it breaks down here all the numbers. Now moving on for the next here for the B question. The B question states that, do you think that the probability of generating any type of discount is equal? Now let's try to have for an example then here. Now let's say out that we have 56 cents. If we have 56 for that year, okay, so let's go with the question again. So do you think the probability of generating any type of discount is equal? Explain your answer. So the answer would be no. Because the probabilities are not equal for the certain numbers. Now, based on the individual frequencies that we can see here, we see out there 17 then, right? And the 10% of the discount, and that's too low for the customer for the 40%, which is 40% is about 40% is, oh, okay, so again, for the 40% is only 7, while for the 10%, it's only 17. So based on the data that we have here, if we going to get out for the percentage does not be equal, then it's not worth it for this following discuss. Okay, so that would be all for this one.